you that are here to learn how to make some extra income, welcome. And this is going to be eye-opening for you if you have seen it for the first time. And it's just, I think it's fantastic. I spent so much time over the last 6 months putting this together because I just have a knack for seeing markets and seeing opportunity. And I saw the mobile market as being a huge opportunity, not just for the MLM aspect, as I always do, but also for the retail aspect. And most of the time when I do an MLM program, I can see the product, but I really don't want to promote the product all that much. I'm really going to promote the network. And the product is something that goes through the compensation plan that creates income. So with this program and this product, I saw the potential to really generate a serious income, and I'm talking a lot of money, via the retail aspect of the product, because it's cutting edge. It's the market is wide open, and the businesses and people out there are just starting to know about it and how popular it can be. But very few people are using it. So that leaves it wide open for us as an entrepreneur to be the people to introduce it to them and show them a method and a system that can work for them and generate them more business, especially because the economy is the way it is at this point. So I'm sure you can agree that that's the case. Now, some people say, well, I'm not a salesperson. Really, honestly, do most of us really consider ourselves a salesperson? No. I would say 99% of the people out there don't consider themselves a salesperson. And you have to really look at it like this, and look at it, in a different light. You're going to give a business a way to save their business, possibly, okay? At least a way to make money. And you're giving them a solution that could be saving a lot of people's livelihood, a lot of their employees, saving their livelihood, and not to mention all the vendors that supply them with product and so on. Because this form of marketing really does work. It's cutting edge stuff, and we've tried it and tested it, and it really does work if you implement it, and you could be giving them a lifeline to save their business, not to mention their house and all sorts of stuff. So look at it that way, and that you're giving them a gift that they, if I was a business owner, I would want somebody to tell me about it, right? Now, whether or not I would take it at that point is a different story. I don't know. But I would want someone to at least tell me about it. So don't be afraid to introduce it to the businesses out there, because you really are giving them a great way to not only make money, but also to flourish in a bad economy. So now, for those people that don't know what texting is, I'm going to give you the crash course, the 1-minute crash course, okay? Most people have cell phones. The vast majority of people have cell phones, and it's picking up speed where people have smartphones. And just about everybody at this point has a cell phone that can text. The smartphones are ones that have all sorts of other functions where you can send video and graphics and all sorts of other functions as well. But essentially, you have a cell phone over here, and you have customers over here, and these are cell phones. And this is the concept, and this is your business. This is a business, okay? And you over here are the mobile rep, and you're showing the business the way to be able to build business. Now, the business itself has its own customers, and let's just use a restaurant because it's a very popular example. The restaurant tries to build its business by giving good food and ambiance to the customer, and they're using this method. They're using the HOPE method. And what I mean by the HOPE method is that they're hoping that their food and their ambiance and their service, the big three, are so good that those people are going to come back again. That's it. And HOPE is not a marketing method. Now, I can speak from the restaurant business because my parents owned a restaurant. I used to work 60, 70 hours a week in a restaurant. I have a culinary degree, so I can speak from the restaurant business because I know it inside and out. All right. Now, that was quite a long time ago. That was 20 some odd years ago, but I do know the restaurant business. Okay, so they're hoping that the food and everything is good enough that people will come back and they'll tell other people. Now, HOPE is not a valid marketing system, if you know what I mean. Thank you very much, Joe. You can cook for me anytime. Appreciate it. It used to be pretty good, actually. So let's see. Now, what we're doing here is we're giving them a way to gather information. Now, you know, as network marketers and online marketers, you always hear the money's in the list, and you always want to build a list because that's your long-term income. Because if you go from business to business, you can always have the list, and that'll give you a jump start. Well, it's the same thing, but most businesses don't have a list. They don't try to build a list, and they try to fly by the seat of their pants. So here, what you're doing is you're giving the restaurateur a way to gather a list of customers to return market to those people. And you're going to go in and you're going to use the text mobile marketing method as one of the ways to really get this going, and it's going to be an introduction way. Now, you are going to go in to the restaurant and you're going to, at least this is one way I suggest, you don't have to do it this way, but this is one way I suggest, is to give them a 30-day trial. And you can use whatever script you want, and we have scripts in the back office, but you can say something like this: hey, Mr. Restaurant Owner, my name is John Smith. I happen to be a local in your area, a local mobile marketing expert. And what we do is we're looking for testimonials. We're really looking for testimonials of businesses. We want businesses to be, you know, our kind of our poster business of success, and we're looking to have testimonials. So we're willing to give you a 30-day trial of our mobile marketing platform to be able to build your business. Now, Mr. Smith, there's really no way that you can lose money in this. We're only going to make you money. So ultimately, how can I make you money? And if you can give me about 5 or 10 minutes, I'd like to show you a demo of what we're talking about, and we can go from there. So does that sound fair enough? And if they're not willing to give you 10 minutes to show them how you can make them money, next. Okay? So you're taking away all of the risk for them, and who wouldn't want to try a free 30-day trial to be able to have you make them money? All right, so this is the way it works. You give them a free trial. Now you have your wholesale account with Text Broadcast Club. You're not referring them to our retail site, which is textertexter.com. You're running everything through your master account in Text Broadcast Club, and you're getting a wholesale rate of 3.5 cents a text. All right, so 3.5 cents per text. Okay, that's your wholesale rate. All right, and you're running the business through your wholesale account. So say, does anyone want to type in the name of a restaurant or a type of food that they like, and we'll use that as an example? Okay, let's use a Cajun. Can everybody hear me? Okay, JR barbecue. Okay, let's use barbecue. Okay, great. So we'll use a keyword, and let's just say for sake of argument that BBQ was available. All right, and if it's not, you just use JR BBQ. That's their keyword, JR BBQ. All right, and I'm drawing with a mouse, so please forgive my artwork. So JR BBQ, that is their keyword. And what you're doing is you're going into your Texter account, you're creating a keyword in your Texter account, JR BBQ. And in the Texter account, now I'll do this live in just a minute. In that account, you type in something like, thanks for joining the JR BBQ Gourmet Texting Club for special bonuses and discounts on our food, or whatever you want to say, something like that. Must show this text in order to get discounts. And that's it, and that's what you would type in there, something to that effect. All right, now when the restaurateur puts up posters on their door, in their bathroom, when the waitresses go to these customers and they pay their bill, what are they going to do? Instead of just putting the check only, they put the check in a little 4x6 postcard kind of, or some kind of flyer or information about the JR BBQ Texting Gourmet Club. And they want those people to opt in. They're going to, maybe on their table, they put a little 4x6 table tent on there that they can see. There's, maybe if they're doing delivery and takeout, they put those in the takeout bags to go out as well too. Any number of ways. You're really looking for exposure. Now, there's 2 rules here that you have to really agree with the owner. Number one, very important, is the owner has to fully commit to do this, because you're putting your time and effort and your money to a small extent to make this happen. So they have to go out and they have to talk to all of their servers, their kitchen help, their bus boys, all that kind of stuff. They have to get them to buy into it. And what I mean by buying is not monetarily, but to promote it. So this way all of their customers see it, and they have to promote it so that this way they opt in. Very, very important. If you do it and they and there's always a chance that if you do it for free, they're like, you don't take it serious because they don't put money in it. They don't have skin in the game, right? So because they don't put money in it, sometimes people don't take it serious. You have to have them serious as if they paid $1,000 to do this. So you have to speak to the owner and say, listen, I'm doing this out of goodwill to you, and I'm setting my time and effort to set this up. I need a commitment that you're going to be doing this and exposing your customers to this, so this way it works. Otherwise, we're just spinning our wheels. Does that sound fair? The next thing that they have to do is when the customers start to opt in, and then you send your first, your second, your third, probably the most you would do the first month is first, second, third, probably 3 just to do a demo, 3 blasts. And the customers have got to go out and they have to use the cell phone text that they got and show the server to get the discount or the free appetizer or whatever promotion that they're doing. The better the promotion, the better. The bigger the promotion, the better, because they're going to be using it. They're going to see results, and you're going to get them as a client. If you do some kind of wishy-washy little, come in and get a drink with your $40 meal, it's not going to work. Okay, you have to have, come in and get a 30% off your next meal, 20% off your next meal. Come in and get your free appetizer. Something that's going to get them to use it and opt in. So when they do that, the second thing is they have to keep track of the coupons that are used, and this is the one thing that you have to not kind of tell them the exact truth. Okay, the reason why I'm saying this was because the reason why you really want them to do that is because you want them to be accurate with how many people use it, so that this way when they give you an accurate price, you can charge them accordingly. But you're not going to say that. You're going to say something like, Mr. Smith, in marketing, in order to be able to keep on getting better and better and better results each and every month, which I'm sure you want, we have to have accurate results. In order to accurate results, every time someone uses a text coupon, we need you to keep track of it in a ledger or some way that they keep track of it, and how much money is spent on the coupon. So this way we can keep track of it, we can keep on tweaking it and get better and better results, and I'm sure that's what you want, right? Great. So that's what and that's also part of the equation as well. You're just leaving out one kind of vital piece of information as to why you're going to be doing it too, because you want to be able to give them a price after the first month. So now they start to do this, and you're sending out the first, second, third text to these customers. They're getting 50, 100, 500, 1,000 people on this, and you're sending this out, and the people start to use this. Now the owner is starting to see these texts come in, and people showing them on their cell phone, and they're probably going to start getting pumped. And as they start to get these, they're going to probably have their waiters and waitresses push it even more because they're seeing it's working. Now at the end of the month, you say, hey, Mr. Smith, now we've been doing this for 30 days. What's the tally look like? How many people have been using this? And he says, well, we've been doing this for about a month. We started sending a text out about 2 weeks after we started, and really it's been about 2 weeks since we've been doing this, and we generated $2,467 because of these in coupons. So if you think, okay, now you go over here, $2,467. Now you have a physical number that they did in business above and beyond what they normally would have done without the coupons. Now this is the dollar amount that you're going to use to charge them. Now it's up to you, according to the business that you're dealing with, how busy they are, how big of a business they are, how small of a business they are, the economy in the area, all that kind of stuff. But you really also have to think, how much is your time worth? How much is it worth for the business to keep you generating that $2,467 or more as it grows? Because remember, you're probably only marketed for 2 weeks out of the month, because the first 2 weeks you're building the list, right? So the next month it might be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. But anyway, the first month is $2,467, and at this point you're saying, okay, how much can I charge them realistically without charging them too much where they say no? Well, I would think if you built a business of extra business for them and you made the owner $2,467, you realistically can charge them $500 to $750 a month to manage these campaigns for them. And let's just take the low amount, $500. What business owner would not spend $500 to generate basically $2,500 a month in extra business? Okay. Now, if you still don't want to do 500, maybe you charge 400 or 300. Okay. Don't sell yourself short, though. Okay. Do not sell yourself short. So we'll just use 500 because it's a round number. Now, what if you generated $10,000 in business? Okay. You should be able to charge anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 to manage the campaign. Heck, if I was a business owner and you made me $10,000 on a free trial, I would trust you to, you've proven that it works. You made me $10,000, didn't cost me a dime, and you're only going to charge me $1,000 a month to do this and maintain and keep it going. I'm like, heck yeah, keep it going, right? I'll pay $1,000 a month to make $10,000 any day of the week. Keep it going. They're probably spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to generate that kind of money in another business, another marketing way. So now you're doing, okay, that's $1,000 in commission, and that's on a residual basis every single month. All right, so over here maybe 500. Now, as you're doing this, you're going out, and this is not just the only one you're doing. You're doing it in multiple businesses out there, multiple restaurants, multiple gyms, multiple salons, and again, this will work with hair salons. Do the same type of thing with their customers, gyms, churches, schools, retail establishments, all sorts of things like that. Anything like that, this will work with this technique. So you're going out and you're doing and you're managing, starting out with 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 of these. Imagine doing 20 of these and you're getting 500, 1,000, 200, 1,500, 750, 600, 300, 400, 500. That's per month, and you add that up every single month, and each month it gets more because you're getting new clients in every single month, and the past clients are continuing to pay you. Now, you might get 1 or 2 or 3 that drop every once in a while, but if you continue to produce them business, why would they drop, right? So every month you're building upon it, and it's very realistic that you can generate yourself a 5-figure income in really a matter of 2-3 months. And I'm talking even $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 per month. Now, why? Let me go over here, and I'm going to move this out. Okay, now let's look over here again to see the numbers here, and I'll show you actually how to set one of these up. Okay, you're talking 1,000, 500, 250, maybe another one for 100. Maybe you get a home run. You're doing 1,500, 1.5K. And you did that the first month, okay? That's 1.5, 16, 17, 1850, 2350, $2,450 in the first month. Residual income, and this money is not paid to us, it's paid to you directly. Okay? This is paid to you directly, John Smith Incorporated. This money goes right to you, and what do you pay for? What's your cost on this? Well, you're over there in Texter, running all of these accounts right through your wholesale account. You're paying 3.5 cents per text, and I would say, out of all these, maybe this might cost you $200, something like that. So roughly, I would say, you could probably ballpark it and say, okay, I would say 8 to 10% of whatever I make is going to go to the product. So that means I'm making 90% profit on the product. 90% profit. And that's conservative. You can even be as high as 95% profit, because all you're doing is paying for the texting time, and the percentage here is all really how well you sell yourself, and that you don't sell yourself short. Okay, and sell yourself short means you charge too low for your services. If you're generating somebody $10,000 a month, you're not going to charge them $250 to do that, right? You're going to charge them more money. But some people might do that, and if that's what you want to do, fine. So I'm just giving you options. So your cost for the product is just the time for the texting. It might be, some flyers and things like that, but you're roughly going to be maximum 10%, and you are going to be able to keep all that money. Now, let me stop at this point. Does anyone have any questions on what I've just talked about so far? Does this make sense? Oh, it's 34.50? 15, 16, 17, 18.50, 23. Yeah, excuse me, 34.50. It's a long day, folks. 34.50. So you're talking even better than 90%. 34.50. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Keep me on my toes. So it was even better than I had typed out here. So, all right. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory here. Now let me go over here, and we'll go over here to the front. I'll log into. Joanne says, "Don't you get paid ahead of time by clients, so the client is funding the text anyway?" No, not really. No, you're not. In this method, you're doing a free method, okay? Now, the first month, you don't have any accounts, right? You're doing free trials for people, and it's going to cost you some money for the texting. But if you should realistically be able to get 8 out of 10 businesses to do this after the first month. Now, after the first month, you have revenue coming in there, and you have a lot of wiggle room in there because there's a huge profit margin. There's a huge profit margin in there for you, so just work that into your calculations. So now what we do, in order to set up this, okay, let's go here to create mobile campaign, and before I even go to JR Barbecue, I'm going to set up a mobile campaign because I am going to do a demo for them before I even set this up, before I even talk to the person, all right? So here is JR BBQ. And I can type whatever notes I want here. Now, time me on how fast this is to do. All right. We have a video tutorial right here. All right. Now, the keyword is typed in right here, JRBBQ. And then I would change, let's say that I did over here, all right, I don't know what their website is, but let's just say that's what it was. Okay. And that's it. Next. Now it's going to come up and tell you whether it's available. This probably is. And if this screen comes up here, then it is available. If it comes up with a notification that it's already been taken, it has been taken. Now, what you're going to do is type in here, "Thanks for joining the JRBBQ Now you got to be careful because you have limited characters here to do, okay? Watch for specials and coupons to save you lots of money. Okay. Thanks for joining the JR Barbecue Gourmet Barbecue Text Club. Watch for specials and coupons to save you lots of money," or anything like that. Now, you can come up with something like that. I'm just doing it on the fly. Okay, so that's it. Hit create, and then you verify it that you know what you're doing here. I agree. Hit submit. Now, if you have a cell phone, if you want to test this out, you can go to your cell phone right now and text the word JRBBQ, all one word, to 55678 right here. JRBBQ to 55678. You can try it right now. It works. And see, just what I just typed in is exactly what you're going to get back, and you're going to get it back within a minute or less generally. So that's how you set up a demo account for the business, and this is why you do that. Now, as a pro member, you get 5 accounts. I'm sorry, you get 5 keyword accounts, okay? 5 keywords to start. If you want to buy 5 more, they're basically $25 for 5 keywords. If you want to buy more, okay? $5 a keyword, and that's monthly. But you start out with 5 included with your account, and You're going through, and what you're doing is you're rotating these. You're giving trial, 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 and this one says, I want it, I'm going to get it. This one says, I want it. This one says, nope, I don't want it. And then trial, 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 and you keep on doing the trials like this. Now, if they want it, great, you save it for them. If they want it, you save it for them. If this one says no, then what you do is you delete that account and you start another account. And you're rotating these until you fill up all your 5 keywords with active accounts. And maybe you want to go to add another 5, so you have 10 keywords rotating at any one time. And as you start getting to maybe 7 that are full with active clients, you get another 5 to 15. And you keep on building it up, so then you have, eventually you have 10 active clients, and you're rotating through these over here with some taking it, some not. If they're not taking it, you delete the account, which opens that account for the keyword, and you put another keyword in. And these are all where I did just over here. Exactly what I did was I went in and I went to here to develop a keyword that was available for the business that I was going to go into to do a demo. All right, so that's how I did it. You keep on rotating those keywords. All right, so I think that makes sense, and if it does not, please tell me, and I will stop and explain it a little bit further for you. So you're rotating the keywords here to do live demos of the texting to your business. Now, what you also do is you go out and you go into the back of your text broadcast club system, and you go to the flyer section and you make up a flyer for that business as well. Give them something physical. Okay, give them something physical. Go over here to manuals and forms. Now, we'll hit the videos in a second, but give them something that they can use. Let's see, these are editable flyers. And if you click on them, they're going to open up, and you can edit this in Adobe Acrobat. That's a free program. And I'm on a satellite air card right now, so it is a little bit slower than normal. So please understand that, and I'll let this come up. So these are editable, so you can change them for the business you're going in, and every part of it is editable, whether it's graphics or the text on there and so on. So now you have JR Barbecue to 55678, and you're going to put that on the flyer itself and print it out, so when you go there you can show it to them and they can give more of a visual pictorial of how it is. Now the other thing too is you can go over here and you can do table tents. Okay, you can also print up some other information, marketing materials for them to see. These are in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, let's just pick up. We'll click on this one just for now, while the other one's opening up. Okay, and this one maybe taking a little bit longer to open up. Let's see. This one's almost done. You take it for granted on how fast your regular computer is when you get on a slower one. It just takes a while because you're not used to it. All right, so you doing these ahead of time, that's basically what I'm trying to tell you, is you do these ahead of time because what are you doing? You're showing the business owner that you are the expert, that you know what you're doing, and you come prepared. You do your homework and you come prepared, and they're going to look at it and they're going to say, wow, damn, this guy's good, or this girl's good. You don't just come in there half-assed and not know what the heck you're doing. You come in there prepared, and you're going to show them, because visually they're going to see what it is, and it's going to click. Some people are very visual, some people can hear it, and some people need a video, which I'll show you in a second. So you hit them with all these different things, so this way they can physically see what's going on. All right, here's one flyer. And if you click on any of these areas, these are editable. Okay, all you do is click on it and you can edit it. The graphics are editable. And here, this is the graphics here, and all I did was I opened up Microsoft. I use Snagit, which is a program to edit this here, but you can also use Microsoft Paint, which is free. You just open it up in Microsoft Paint and change the words on here. Now you just go, give it a try. Text the word JR Barbecue to 55678, and you put that on the flyer. You have your phone number here for a free consultation. If you want to change these over here to reflect a restaurant, then maybe you do something more specific. But even the check marks are editable. Excuse me. You put all your information down here as well too. Okay? So for them to contact you, but this is the key part right here. Let's go over here to the next one. Okay, these are very large. Let me just see if I can make them smaller here. Is there a way to make them smaller? Yeah, right here. Okay. All right, so these are little 4x6 cards that they can put in with the checks, and we have many of these. Okay, and you can go in and you can edit these. You can edit these. Not in Adobe, but you have to edit them in another program. And you put the short code 55678 right here, and to receive, and then you put whatever special you want over here, or to join the JR Barbecue Gourmet Text Club, whatever you want to put over here. Right here, this says salon services. So you do that, and this is on the other side. This is like one of those triangle cards where you fold it. Okay, you fold it on the top, and the back says how to do it. You put the short code here, you put the keyword here, and the address and so on here. All right, and the bottom folds over, and the bottom folds over, and then you just tape the bottom together, and it is, if you look at it, if I'm looking at it sideways, it's a card like this, right? And the bottom part over here is where you tape it, right? And then they're seeing one side with the code and everything, and one side with the instructions on the table, and you put that on the table. So Roger says I use Snippet. You can use, there's other programs that you can use. You don't necessarily have to use Illustrator, but there's other programs you can use. There's GIMP is a free one, but there are free ones out there. There's lots of free programs to edit a lot of stuff like this. I just don't know all of them, but there are some free ones. All right, so flyers, table tents, and we have many of them back here, over here, lots of them to pick from. Now, the other thing you do is you can show them a video. The videos, this one will be up to probably tomorrow as far as the order button. We do not have the rights to give you these for free. They are so cheap. They're less than $10 a piece. And you just click on the order button to order each individual one that you want to. Here's one right here for a gym. Let me click on that. That goes over to YouTube. Roger, I haven't tried these in GIMP, but you probably can. You probably can edit them in GIMP. But I have not tried them in GIMP. I just use Snagit. Let's see if you hear this or not. These are very professional too.
How to capture free real estate leads and sell more properties.
Oh, no. I just went to the wrong page. Isn't that funny? Sorry guys, I hit the wrong button and I got to log in again. And I went to the wrong page.
How to capture free real estate leads and sell more properties using text message SMS marketing. The best way to reach people.
Again, this is going to stop because it's on an air card, so sorry about that, but just understand you can watch them later on.
The for sale sign rider. Ask potential buyers to text property code to 12345 and receive instant information on their cell phones. Something like 123 Ocean View Drive, 5-bedroom, 4 baths, 2,875 square feet, built 2002, 900.
Can you guys hear this? I know it stopped for a second, but can you hear this?
Call Dino DiCaprio, 212-555-1212. View property details, photos, and videos on your smartphone. Mobileadsite.com/123ocean. No more flyers getting wet or being used as children's paper airplanes. No more wasting time to photocopy flyers, then drive to each property and refill. No more missing prospects because they can't find parking or an empty flyer box. Here's the best part. Moments after the prospects request property information, their cell phone numbers will be texted to the agent by our software automatically. Call them immediately to answer questions and close the sale while the lead is still hot. If you can reach out to them this easily before, how many potential buyers could have been your clients? Almost everyone has a cell phone on them all the time, and most text messages are read within minutes. Once you build a list of cell phone numbers, you can stay in touch with or reach out to all potential buyers by hitting a few keystrokes. Let's say the 123 Ocean View property was sold, but then later fell out of escrow. You simply text and alert everyone on your list. If you text 100 or 1,000 people to notify them of an open house or new listing, imagine how many will show up. Now that you know how profitable your list of real estate prospects is, how do you grow it? Put text property code to 12345 and the matching QR code on your current marketing materials, such as business cards, flyers, postcards, newspapers and magazine ads, radio and TV commercials. Email signature, website, Facebook fan page, YouTube channel, Twitter, LinkedIn profile. We develop strategies to help any business generate leads, customers, sales, and...
Anyway, you get the point here. Let me go over here to restaurant, so because we're talking about a restaurant, so you can see what I'm talking about here. All right, let me just let this keep on going for a second. So this is a restaurant one, and we have a few different versions here. And again, these are generally under $10 for each video. And you can use these as an intro when you send an email to the restaurant to get to meet with you, or when you bring it over there to them, you can show them on a tablet, an iPad, or even your cell phone. So anything like that is fine.
On mobile phones. Smartphone usage is increasing every day. Mobile marketing is critical to your restaurant's future success. Mobile websites.
Okay. Anyway, because of the connection, I'm not going to keep on going that. Can I show the church video somebody asked? Okay, let's see over here. See if this one is, I'm not sure if this is hooked up or not, but it may be. Well, I am, no, it's not going to work. Yeah, I don't have that hooked up for an automatic play. You have to kind of, anyway, it's not working right now. Sorry about that. But as a member, you'd be able to do that. Schools, retail stores, bars and nightclubs, restaurants, things like that. So you got those available. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, Craig. I can't show that right now. And Roger, I have not looked to see whether or not these are editable in any other program other than Illustrator, but I really don't know. I know, you know, Adobe Photoshop, Illustrator, most of the other programs where you can do cut and paste, copy and paste, you should be able to open it in there. But you got to think of also, if you plan on going in this route, you know, there may be some extra purchases that you may need to do, and it's minimal if you're looking to do a business. And this is your business, right? So you may have to purchase something like that if you want to go in that route and to you know, to really make this fly. And all you need is one client, to be able to pay for that software 10 times over, one. So it's, you know, all what I call POTB, part of the business. All right, so we've gotten that. You went over there, you did the demo with them, you showed them video, you show them the cards, you show them the flyer, you did the demo with them, and then you start the 30-day trial with them, and you do exactly like I'd mentioned before, and you just keep on doing that over and over and over again. Now, how do you find businesses like this? How do you find business to go to? Now, I happen to live in New York City, Manhattan, so there's tons. There's like, 10 on each block like that, okay? Right around me, there's like the hundreds of restaurants. So I can do restaurants or whatever. So you may live in an area that's a little more, dispersed, that's not around a metropolitan area like that. Well, what you do is you go to, Google Maps is another place to go. And I showed how to do this here. You don't have to physically go to some place if it's too far away and spend all that gas and time and everything. You want to, before you go, you want to book the appointment and send them an email, and we have sample emails in the back with the video in order to get an appointment before you go to show them a demo. Preferably, you'd like to go there and speak to them, so this way you can physically show them a demo, but it may not be possible. So you don't have to necessarily be local to do that. You can run this directly from where you are, and the business could be far away and still get the account. So you can, okay, Google did not show up. That's weird. So sometimes what I do is I use Google Maps, and I think I have too many pages open, and the speed of my internet's not good enough yet. So I use Google Maps, and I type in the address, and I zoom down to go in and look at that business on the outside, see what it is, and find those businesses. So it's like I drove there without driving there. Okay, so try that. Go to Google Maps, Google, and then type in maps, put the address of the street where you want to go to, and then you'll be able to zoom down into the street and start looking at the businesses. Here we go. You click on Maps right over here. All right, let me turn that. I'm going to turn some of these off so this way I can get more speed here. There we go, coming up. And I'm just going to grab anything here. Let's see where we go here. I'm just going to go down anywhere. All right, we're going to go into all right, Ben says, talk about mobile websites. All right, I'll do that as well. And that really falls into the same, as I'm zooming down in here, that really falls into the same category. See if I can just make this quicker. And this is just not going to work as fast as I'd like. Yeah, this is too slow. Anyway, you go down, you type in up here the address of the business. Let's see, let's go into all right, I'm just typing anything, okay, and just because I know the New York area. So I'll type in there, you hit search, and it's going to zoom down into a local area there for you. And you can use this to go and zoom into that area, find the stores, and without having to physically drive there. Now, about mobile websites, okay, this is the general area, and over here.
Text message SMS marketing
Here we
is
go.
the best way to reach your members. Almost everyone has a cell phone on them all the time. 73% actually want to receive offers and coupons on cell phones, and most text messages are read within minutes. How can you use text marketing to grow your business or organization? During your church weekly services, ask members to text Jesus to 12345 and sign up for your organization's text messaging system. You can also print and post QR codes everywhere for your members to scan with their cell phones. And you can use text marketing software to send prayers, youth group trips, mass and event reminders, inspirational messages, donation requests, last-minute meeting changes and emergencies, etc. Use text marketing software to create mobile website pages, QR codes, conduct polls, content, through false questions, send special offers, event reminders, product information. Imagine the results when you can reach 100 or 100,000 members within minutes. So contact us today for a free text message SMS marketing consultation to grow your church.
There you go. We actually did play it. It just had time to download. So that was pretty neat, right? I tell you, man, those are very professional, guys. For $10 for a video like that, that's a $10,000 video, right? So you can use that, and you can send it to a Street View. Let's go down to Street View. And you can send that to a church. You can get those branded with your name and text-to-text logo, your information on it, and this way they can contact you. It doesn't have to be a generic video. It have your stuff on it as well too. And the branding is generally about $20. So literally a branded video will cost you $30. All right. And yeah, can I buy the video now? You can, right in the back office, guys. You got to be a member. You buy it right in the back office. So here you go, and this is the Street View. Okay, now this is right down on the view that I just typed in. So now I can go zoom around and look at whatever business I want in this area. This is more of a residential area, but I can go down and I can. I love this stuff, and I've gone into Paris and Rome and everything with these. It's neat. You go on a tour without even seeing it. Without physically going there. But you go down and you can zoom up and go down the street, and it's much better when you have cable, obviously. But you see what I'm talking about here, and you can zoom back and forth to the businesses. Now I want to go look over here. There's a restaurant over here that I actually eat at sometimes, Don Pedro's. I haven't been there in a while, but it's a Latin restaurant. And they have Saturday, Sunday brunch, and flamenco dancers and things like that. So you can use this to see, maybe I want to go to Don Pedro's, and what you do is you go there and you scope out the general area so you maximize your time, and maybe you do flyers for 10 places on this general area, so that this way you don't have to go back and forth and all over the place. You hit 10 places in the general area. You go Don Pedro's and you go, okay, this is actually the 2nd Avenue subway in Manhattan. It's like the biggest construction project in the country. That's what you're looking at right here. And it's like a 10-year project. It's immense. Greg says, I'm getting homesick for New York. And now you have businesses right over here on the other side of the street. This is down 2nd Avenue. So then you say, okay, maybe I want to go look at, now this is all full of construction here, so it's in my way, but it should clarify here in just a moment. There we go. Spas, grocery stores, all sorts of stuff. McDonald's. I wouldn't do McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts, Subway. They're too big. They have to go through too much corporate hassle to do that. Man, I picked a bad location here for doing this, but I think you get my the idea. Don Pedro's is actually pretty good. We've eaten. My wife and I have eaten there about 5 or 6 times during lunchtime, and I like to have some of the stews there, Spanish stews that they have with carrots and pork, and well, actually I don't eat pork, it's mainly chicken. And so anyway, you get the point of what I'm talking about here, and you go to the business, look out, and you start to develop the flyers and everything before you go, and then you hit everything in that area for one day and you maximize your day. All right, so now you got the idea. I've shown you some videos. I've shown you going over here to do that, and going to the area using this here. Now the next thing you could do, and I'll close up on this, is getting to be 9 o'clock now, is if you want to look for businesses, look in the yellow pages, posters, flyers, all sorts of, any place that a business is advertising their business. Okay, if they're advertising their business, that means they're willing to spend money on their business, and that's what you want. You don't want one that's not willing to spend money on their business, right? You want something that's going to be able to spend money. So now that's where Groupon and Living Social and those coupon aggregator sites are built in, right? They're giving discounts. So here's a new business, okay? Maybe you hit them before they even open their doors. This is a brand new business. The windows are taped up. They're building a Vietnamese restaurant. So you go to them and you say, hey, John of New Asia Grill, I see that you're advertising in Groupon, and I want to congratulate you for advertising Groupon. It's a fantastic way to be able to make money. You know, I happen to be a mobile marketing specialist, and I live right in the area around you, and I know the area very, very well. And let me ask you a question. Do you have a way or a strategy to be able to retain those clients after they've come in for the 50% discount from Groupon? And you quiet, and they're going to say, no, we were just hoping that they'd come back. We were hoping they'd like the food. So at that point, then you go through the process of mentioning to them again, we have a strategy that we can show you. It would take me about 10 or 15 minutes. And yeah, we do have a script right in the back office, guys. It's in the training manual. There's an exact script for Groupon in the back office training manual. So you go in and you show them this method like I showed you before. You give them a free month trial. And now, if you don't want to give them a free month, then don't. You know, if you can get the money up front, don't give them a free month. But I found it to be very effective. And maybe you don't do a month. You can do 2 weeks. It's up to you. And so that's another way to do it. And because if you really think about it, people that use Groupon and those types of services, they're looking for the deal. They're looking for the quick fix of the coupon. And every time a new one comes out, they're going to go to the next restaurant with the next quick fix. And there's no loyalty to the restaurant. And you explain that to them, and they're going to like, oh, yeah. There is no loyalty. They are looking for the next quick fix, and they're not going to stay with me. Well, how do you keep them staying with you? Well, you give them another coupon, right? You get them to opt into your system, and you give them another coupon for 20% off, 25, 30% off their next visit on a Tuesday night or Monday night when they're slow, right? And so this way they're going to stay with you because they're coupon hunters, right? And you can do that with almost any business out there. Okay, yeah, and then the script is in the back office. This is not being recorded today, Joanne, because the recording is not working. For some reason, it did not record, so I'm sorry about that. It is not recorded. But I'm going to do this specific webinar a lot because it's very, very effective in generating income. So for those people that are on here, you know, and we have a few dozen people on here today that are not mobile members of Texter and Text Broadcast Club, why? All I can ask you is why. How come you haven't joined the mobile marketing craze out there? And if you're with another company, I congratulate you as well that you've taken the plunge into mobile marketing because it is that easy. It is that easy compared to anything else that's out there. You can literally generate yourself a huge income on the retail part of the business, not even the MLM, and you can still do very well with the MLM part, but the retail part. And how many MLM products do you know that you can actually do that with the retail part and make a significant income with the retail regardless of the MLM? Not too many. Not too many. It's, I would say probably 10% or less. So if you're looking at this and this makes any sense to you whatsoever, I challenge you to come on board and to do the business. And we'll be here to help you. We'll be doing more trainings like this in the future, many trainings like this in the future, because I really believe in this a lot. And to come on board. Now, refer back to the person that introduced you to the webinar, and if you don't have somebody, please email me, let me know, and I will help you out. Now, I want to talk about one more thing. Here's the email address, itextblast@gmail.com, and say, hey, I don't have a sponsor. I don't know who my sponsor is. We'll hook you up, okay? itextblast@gmail.com. Now, the other thing we're coming out with is mobile websites. Mobile websites. And mobile websites are a perfect upsell. So after you've done the free trial and they trust you, they know that you've done with them, you've generated them some business and so on. You say, hey, Mr. Jones, we've done pretty well here, and I want to continue to keep on doing well. But I also noticed that your website is just a regular traditional website, and you haven't been using or you haven't used a mobile website to build your business. And we also provide mobile websites. So mobile websites, what are you talking about? Well, Google is the ultimate statistical juggernaut, and they've done massive statistics on websites and mobile marketing and so on. And they said about 30% of the local searches, local in your area, searches happen on cell phones. And if your website is not mobile ready, and it's a traditional website and it's too hard to navigate, and it doesn't have a click to call button, and the links on your website are too small, they're going to leave because they're going to be frustrated, and they're going to go to another website that does have a mobile-ready website. Ooh. Now they said, well, they might go somewhere else, and then you hit the button. Well, here's a sample of some of our mobile websites. And this is a mobile website that you can use to refer, to show to your customers. Okay, and this hasn't been fully released yet, but it would look like this on your cell phone. It's Mobi, M-O-B-I, demo.net, mobidemo.net. There you go. mobidemo.net. And that is used for demo of the mobile possibilities they can use with their website. Now, I would suggest you look at this website on your cell phone because that's how it's meant to look like. Right now, it's very huge, right? It's meant to look on your cell phone. So we have restaurants, bars and nightclubs, real estate agents, law firms, salons and spas, plumbers, dental, chiropractors, plastic surgeons, local services, magazine publishers, not-for-profit centers, charity fundraisers, and options. Okay, so if you go to a place that's a restaurant, you click on the restaurant, or better yet, you have them click on the restaurant, and here's a fake steakhouse. It's the world's best fake steakhouse. All right, menus, and as you can see, the links are big. They can click on them with their thumb. They go over here, and then you would have a whole menu of their whole, their whole restaurant like that. And whatever the menu they happen to be, events, reviews. Okay, and these are websites on the internet that they can go to that people do reviews, and Yelp and all those other websites that you can put them in there, and it'll go right over to them with a review of the website right there. Okay, let's see, real estate. Let's go over to real estate. Okay, latest listings. Okay, and there you go. Okay, see more property photos, and you go on. But the mobile websites are meant to be a lot slimmer than regular websites, and the graphics are meant to load a lot faster because of the internet speed is a little bit slower. And they have right here, if they just click on this link here, their cell phone is automatically going to call. They don't have to remember the website. Okay, they don't have to remember it. So they can just click to call. That's very important. And if you want to contact Ben, you click over here and click the call right there. It's got their Google Places search right there, and that's their link right there. Okay, and we do this all for them. So how this is going to work, it's not available yet, but how this is going to work is we will have it on textertexter.com, and we'll have prices for various websites. And generally, probably, I would say anywhere between $195, $395, and $795 in that area, depending on the complexity of the website. If you have a very simple website, it might be $195, or somebody's simple blog or something like that. If you have a website like a restaurant with a huge menu, it's going to be more than that. So, and you would get a cut of that initial sale. We will build it for you. You don't have to build a website. You just refer the business, and our staff here at Texter will do it for you. And the maintenance package every single month. Now, what is a maintenance package? Maintenance and hosting. The hosting is obvious. The maintenance is how many changes do they have to do every single month on their website. Well, a restaurant that maybe has specials every week has to do, maybe 5 or 10 specials every week, 40 a month. Well, they might spend $200 a month as a hosting package and maintenance. Someone else might need 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 7 or 8 or 10. A nightclub might need 10 a month, something like that, where they change acts and so on. So it all changes depending on the business and how many changes they want to do per month, and then we would do the changes for them, and of course you get a residual every month on that. So, and I would say very, very few businesses out there have mobile-ready websites, and it's very popular. And the way it really works is this. We put a script on, this is their website, and this is the mobile website of their business. This is their traditional one. So if somebody comes to this website and they're on a cell phone, there's a little script that runs that says, you're running from a cell phone, shoot them over to this website. and they're going to open up the mobile website, and the same thing happens here. Oh, you're on the mobile website, shoot them over to the regular website if they're going on a regular browser. And the system knows that. And their regular website is going to be the same as it always is. That we just give them a script to put on there, and we will host and maintain and upkeep this website for them, which is the mobile website. Okay, and as you can see from what I showed you, it's very professional. Very professional. Okay, and there's all sorts of stats and so on that you can show them that will be able to show them that so many people are searching on their cell phone. If you go to a restaurant, look at this graphic with the guy's butt hanging out. That's funny. And if you go to a restaurant, next time you go to a restaurant, look at how many customers that are at the restaurant that are using their cell phones when they're eating at the table. I went to one the other night, and it was a very trendy kind of restaurant, and I would say 30 or 40% of the people were on their cell phones during the whole dinner. Almost the whole table was on their cell phone. So that doesn't show you how hot this market is. I don't know what does. Roger says, if I have a client who wants a mobile website now, can we accommodate them? Yes, we can. Can you? What you do, Roger, if you can send to me to textblast@gmail, send to me their regular website, and let me take a look at it, and I'll give you a quote on it as far as what we think would be appropriate to charge them. Okay, and of course we'll give you a cut of that whole thing too. So we just have to, in order to make this fly, we just have to come up with the prices and put them on the website, and you guys would get your residual on that. Ben says, how would you marketing this system to other affiliates from other network marketing companies? Okay, good question. Somebody pick out a name of a company. Pick out a name of a network marketing company. Okay, Noni. All right, so Noni. Let me just open this up further. All right, I'm going to log in here. Now, let's say that somebody sent me an email about Noni, or I know a friend of mine is doing Noni, okay? And okay, so okay, now let me go over here to create mobile campaign, and I can even go onto the main website of Text for Texter and see if the website's available. Let me just go over here too, and I'll do that. So you can use this as well too. This right here is a search box for keywords. So let's go and type in Noni. Noni is available. Okay, so Noni is available. All right, so I go in my back office and I go, okay, Noni, and this is on one of my keywords that I have that I'm going to use as a demo, right? And if they take it, great. If they don't take it, I'm going to delete it and use something else. All right, now the next page is where I use this and see if, make sure that it's available. Noni.com / ID equals Sam Smith, whatever their username is, right? Anything like that. I don't know what their page is, but okay, so Noni's available, right? So now we go, thanks for opting in to my Noni business. Okay. Press 1 for comp plan. Press, okay, let's see, 1, 2 for product, 3, 4 me. Okay, 4 for whatever. Okay, okay. Now you can set the system up so when they reply back and they press the number 1, then it'll send out compensation plan information. Number 2, it'll send out Noni information. Number 3, it'll send out information about you. Number 4, it'll send out information about whatever. Okay, and you can set the system up to do that. So how many reply options are in your message? 4. And I agree. All right, and then you go into other aspects over here. So this way you can go in and edit your campaign, and you add the 4 messages on there. Okay. So when they send 1, they get the compensation plan. When they hit 2, they get this. 3 hit 3, they get you, and that kind of thing. Okay. So now you go back to that person and you send them an email. John, text the word Noni to 55678. Okay, right in the subject line. You say, John, I know that you are doing Noni. Great business, by the way. I have a fantastic tool that can help build your business. Try it right now. Text the word Noni to 55678 to demo it and see what happens. Then call me because it is more affordable than you think. Either phone number, anything like that, okay? So if they don't respond, or you say something in here, John, I'm holding this keyword for you for 24 hours. If you don't reply and say that you want it, then I'm going to give it to another Noni rep. Something like that, okay? And so on, okay? So, and Ben says, can I send a video? Yeah, you can send a video as well. You can email one of those videos that we have to the person and say, you know, hey, John, watch this video. I just attached it here, or put a link to it or something like that, and you attach it to the person. Better yet, use a video email. How about a video email of you talking and say, listen, watch this video right after I finish talking, and it shoots right into the video, okay? And if they pick up on it, great. Then you can choose whether or not you want to introduce them to the business aspect of the business, or you want to refer them to your text-to-texter link, and you would get 25% over and above whatever they order. So if they order, you know, $50 or $100 a month, you're making 25% on that, and that's how you do it. And if they don't pick up on it, either you send it to another Noni rep, and another one, or you you just can it and you go to a different one. Ben says, what are you using for video email service? I use 2 different ones. I have one for my Lead Toolbox system, which is a video email, and I've been a member of TalkFusion forever. So I use their system as well. There's iWowie, and there's a few other ones out there that if you feel comfortable using them, great. You know, use whatever you feel is comfortable. But if you can use a video email to send out a personal greeting with a video to follow, fantastic, fantastic. We get a copy of your Noni message as an example. Well, I don't know. I guess you can. Yeah, I mean, I just typed it real quick. I'll leave this up, and if somebody wants it, I'll send it to you. So just send me an email at itextblast@gmail.com, and say you want that that message, and I will send it over to you. Let's see. I can see the format for the mobile website browsing is cool. But I noticed that if I go online with my cell phone, LG touchscreen phone, it will allow me to click on any link from someone's website just like I was online with my computer. I can make the screen bigger, and how is this service better? The point in a mobile website is that you don't have to make the screen bigger or smaller. It's already formatted, so you don't have to do anything like that. It's automatically going to be the right size for the cell phone. So you don't have to go and, you know, pinch it and unpinch it and scroll to the left, scroll to the right, and that type of thing. So that's the key thing. You don't have to do any of that. It's already formatted and ready to go. So I understand what you're saying, Kelly, about that, but it's about convenience, and the less things you have to do, the better. Yeah, there's a lot of websites in the Lazy Networker back office. I have not put them there in the last week or two because some of them we didn't record, and I have been remote most of the time, so my networking speed is too slow for the upload for that. But we'll catch up with that and get that on there for you. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you coming on the webinar. Hopefully this was very informative for you, and you learned a lot about mobile marketing and helping that make some money for you. And again, I urge you, if you haven't become a member of Text Broadcast Club, come on board. I mean, it's a fantastic business model. Upfront money, long-term money, and big money. So get back to the person who introduced you, use their link, and to become on board as a member. If you don't have a sponsor, please send us an email. We'll hook you up. And we'll be doing these webinars all the time. The official launch for Text Broadcast Club is in January. So that's we'll have some more stuff. We're also looking into mobile apps and things like that down the road as adding as another product as well too. I don't want to add two things at one time; it's too confusing. But we'll eventually add probably that in the future as well too. All right, guys, have yourself a great day. Bye for now.